Hey Leo, welcome to White Mirror Oracle. Today we're going to do your reading for the solar eclipse. So this is for my Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we're also going to check out for the solar eclipse, but also mid-April. So we're going to see a little bit what unfolds right now and how it will affect you. Now, remember, this is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate, don't force it. And also we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the astrology, which means that we're going to focus on the ascendant. And if you don't have Leo ascendant or Leo rising, make sure to check out the other reading that you do have rising in. Now, this is the second take. I was distracted by all the input. There was so much information coming through, and the information was not really valid. Like, there was not much to say that was like of core value. Meanwhile, my cat was like all over the place. That was also a little bit like distracting. So I feel like maybe right now for you, it is very, very vital for you to keep poised, I'm hearing. Be in your own essence. And remember that even though this is a delicate transition, I don't know what you're going through, but I'm hearing it's a delicate transition or even a delicate matter. It's also an exciting time in your life. So be with yourself and go ahead and nurture that transition with yourself. What came through in the past reading that I did, or the take that I had to erase, one thing that I wanted to say was that there was a new kind of shine coming through, like almost like there was a newborn star within you, a newborn light within you, and the light, instead of like being like super bright and all empowering, it's almost like this soft glimmering light. So there's some kind of softness and delicacy to your shine right now. And perhaps you've gone through some kind of turmoil, or you're just reaching that softness within you, which also shows up in life and how you approach other people, Leo. Cool. Now, let's go ahead and go into the tarot. First of all, welcome everybody that's new. I'm really happy to have you here and excited to do this reading for you. And if you're returning, I'm also really happy to have you here. And I want to thank you for showing up all the time and being here with me. I truly, truly appreciate you. And I will never, not appreciate you, because you lay the foundation for this channel. If you want to partake in this channel and you're not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe, because then you will get that notification and you'll get all the new information and all the new readings. Usually I do timeless readings, but when it's big astrological events, this is what I do too. Okay, guys, and if you want a private reading, you can find the link and buy me a coffee down below. And there you can also donate and get some more info on me if you're curious. Yeah, that was another thing that came through, that there's a curiosity. There's a curiosity there. All right, maybe other people are curious to see like who you are, this new shine. Am I hearing effervescent? Effervescent? Is that even a shine? Effervescent shine. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and see what is happening for my beautiful Leos. Oh yeah, we forgot the astrology. Oh my gosh, sorry. So Leo rising, let's see. This is happening in your 9th house, which means this is the house that rules Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is all about higher learning and about ascension. It's about awakening. It's also about learning about different cultures, spiritual adaptation to all forms and things in life. It's about journeying and journeying within, but also externally. So travel comes in, connectivity to foreign people, foreign cultures, foreign, because foreign doesn't have to be an other country. Foreign is also a word for something that you don't know yet, right? That can be known, but that is still unknown, something that you haven't met before. So there's something here about meeting the unknown as well. And because this is a solar eclipse, because the former eclipse that we had, I don't know if you've checked out the video yet, I do have a lunar eclipse out for you guys, Leo, that happened just 2 weeks ago. And Virgo, that was eclipsing out something. So it's like saying goodbye to something. And because we need to first see what it is that we're saying goodbye to, you might have felt something coming up. But now during the solar eclipse, there will be a renewal. Something new comes in. The universe gifts you something because now there's space for you to receive something new. And what you will receive if you're Leo rising is probably in your 9th house. So maybe you'll travel somewhere new. Maybe you meet somebody that is from a foreign country or culture or belief system even. Maybe you learn something on a higher level that you weren't even able to fathom before. Also, it talks about awakening. So maybe you're given an awakening. Maybe you're now like entering into, like I said, this heart state or heart consciousness. I'm hearing Christ consciousness as well for some of you. So you're like landing in this compassionate state where you no longer need to be extremely fierce and on the forefront of things, but rather, you know, be in a softness and be in a compassionate state where you are leading by example and leading with the heart, which is also like the light aspect of Leo, right? So that's beautiful. All right, my beautiful Leos. And also, I wanted to say, because it happens in Aries, it's another fire sign. This might happen quickly. This might come in unexpectedly. And also, this might be something completely new, because Aries is all about renewal or new stuff. It's not only renewal, but birth. It's about the very first, the one. It also contains the aspect of the ego. So there might be something here, like I said, an awakening or an ego death that transforms into a new form of identity, or a lesser identity even, identification that don't need to be as attached to something anymore. Maybe you feel more free in who you are. All right, Leo, I almost forgot that part with you guys. We can't skip that. Can't skip the details. Maybe some of you are so curious you want to skip it all and just like go right into whatever this is. So we're going to go ahead and see what's coming in. First, we're going to see the overarching energy with my beautiful Leos. At the bottom of the deck, however, we do have the 5 of Cups, which talks about sorrow, release, letting go of sadness, something that's been holding you back. I'm hearing a song. I don't know, the artist is called Nothing Is Holding Me Back. And it's actually a Christian song, like a gospel song. And it talks about the connection to Christ. So again, some of you might be really connected to Christ. And I'm not trying to impute some kind of religion on you guys. But do let me know in the description box, in the comment sections, if this is you. This is a safe space to share. I do not consent to any negative or harsh comments whatsoever. I will delete them right away, so no problem, no worries. If you want to share, go ahead and share if this resonates, okay? Let's see, Leo, for you, my Leos. I'm hearing Christ was a Leo. I don't think he was, but okay. We get the Hermit. Which talks about, again, the Virgo energy that you're closing out, but also introversion. It talks about finding the light within, and maybe that's the light that we've been speaking about. Here, there's a beautiful white stag, which is also significant to the Christ energy. The white stag actually relates directly with the Christ energy and the new coming of Christ. And then in the background, we have this dawn here, or is it a dusk? We don't know, right? But there's like this in-between liminal space. Let's see what else for my beautiful Leos. If you're dealing with a Virgo, maybe they're helping you out through this awakening, because now we have Death card, my loves. Jeez Louise. So this Death card, however, if you take a look at it, isn't it like the Red Riding Hood or something? I think it is. It feels like we're gonna go ahead and see what it is, but it feels like there's some sort of unveiling. Right? Because there's this veil here. She's pulling away this curtain. And behind the curtain, there is something that is very scary, looks very scary. But if we stand on the other side of the curtain and we never choose to move the curtain, we will be trapped in fear. And I think here, you're the one like exiting that fear state and entering into curiosity and see, all right, what is it? What is it that keeps me captive? What is it that holds me back? Let me just see what's on the other side of this curtain, okay? Interesting. This is a tarot of the divine, and it's actually correlated to all the different like mythology and fairy tales, etc. So let's go ahead and see if this is the Little Red Riding Hood or not. No, it is not. That's just my association. All right, so maybe there's some of you guys are like thinking about the Red Riding Hood. I'm hearing don't stray too far off the track. But curiosity, I'm hearing all the time, curiosity killed the cat, curiosity killed the cat. Who's the cat? You're the cat, right? This is death. So maybe this curiosity that you had was some sort of self-discovery perhaps. And then in that, you're gonna like have this awakening and like, yeah, a part of your identity is gonna die, but from that, new, stronger you will be revealed. This is the White Bear King, Valamon. It's a Norwegian fairy tale. Death is a huge upheaval, potentially representing the death of one way of life and the start of a new one. Life changes irrevocably, and there is no way to go back. Change is necessary. The death of childhood is important in order to grow up. But the hermit is not the child, though. This is the elder, right? So I do feel like perhaps you've been living, you know, isolated or by yourself, some of you. Might also that you've been doing some sort of introspection, meditation, and path in that spirituality department that is now ending. And the spirituality department... It sounds like a Harry Potter movie. We got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, and that was what I intuitively picked up too. You might be meeting somebody or moving in together with somebody or connecting with somebody that thrusts you out of this space where you're alone. Let's see what comes after death, all right? For my Leos. We got the Three of Coins. Yeah, so there's a collaboration here. I wouldn't say it's necessarily love-related, romantic in any way, but there's definitely collaboration. And the collaboration talks about not only you with other people, but you collaborating with life and with spirit and with God, or however you want to say it, right? It's about you building something. You put a lot of work and effort in it. It also talks about recognition. Somebody recognizes you for who you are and your skills and your skill set and what you can contribute to the group and to the greater whole of the plan, I'm hearing. So there's some sort of rejoicement here, finally like being seen for who you are. Somebody's pulling the curtain on you perhaps, and like, I see you, Leo. Here, this is your place. There's also drumming here in this card, so there might be connected to like dance or movement or music making. And because it is Pentacles, it also talks about money. So this could be creative project, of course. This could be a ceremonial project coming together with some people. I don't know. We'll have to find and see, okay? Find out and see. Let's see. What is the Hermit card? Please clarify that. For my Leos. Whoa. All right. Well, the Hermit is the Four of Cups. So you have definitely been in a space where you've been by yourself, or at least feeling very introverted. And in this way, you've also missed some opportunities. There's been a cup offered to you, or at least Spirit has been trying to talk to you, but you haven't been seeing it because you've been so in your own cape or your own bubble or your own meditative space. I'm being actually drawn to tell you about the story of Shiva and Parvati. And I don't know if you've heard it, but here it goes. This is my version, however. This is not the accurate version. So if you want to find out the accurate version, go ahead and see it. This is my interpretation. I'm going to try to make it short. Shiva, he lost his wife, Shakti. And she was reborn as a human. He didn't know this. So he was reborn as Parvati, a very, very beautiful human being that lived in the valley down below Shiva's temple and meditation space. So because of this loss, Shiva was very, very, very sad. He had no interest in the world, and the world was falling apart, right? He had no desire whatsoever to engage in life at all because he just felt this loss of Shakti. Without her, he was nothing. And so he sat in meditation, and that was all he did for years and years and hundreds of years. And this is why Shakti decided to reincarnate as a human being, as Parvati, because he needed to be woken up from his slumber, from his introversion, from this hermit state, because the world was literally falling apart around him. And so she went up to this, she was born, she knew that she was going to marry Shiva, and everybody's like, you can't marry a god, are you silly? Like, that's a really ridiculous thought, right? She's like, no, I'm going to be his wife, I know it. Like, she was the one I want to marry. So she grew up, and being a young woman, she took the initiative to seek employment as one of the priestesses or helpers in his cave where he meditated to like take care of his body, etc. And she went up there, and she was so beautiful, so beautiful. and she, you know, made herself look really beautiful so that he would see her. And he didn't. He was stuck in this mindset of like loss. He didn't see her whatsoever. He was just like in this mourning process, or even like introversion, trying to seek for answers that he didn't see this opportunity. So then she called on another deity called Kama. And Kama Deva, he is the god of lust and romance. And so she asked him to throw one of his arrow. You know the arrows, the arrows of Eros. They're actually also, you know, correlated to this story. And I think the Hindu stories are a little bit older, but you know, who am I to tell what is right and wrong? I'm just a Capricorn. Okay, let's get into the story. Let's make it short. So what happens is that Kama, he throws an arrow right into, I think it's Shiva's third eye. Shiva wakes up all of a sudden. He's infuriated. He doesn't see her whatsoever. He kills Kama. He totally slays romance completely. He kills it off, and he goes back into his slumber where he totally missed this opportunity with Parvati. So what does she do? She sees that, all right, there is no way for me to reach him through any external matters. I need to go within myself. And so she became him. She dressed up as him. She sat, I don't know if she dressed up as him. She sat in a cave further away and started to meditate. And she was like chanting, I am Shiva, I am Shiva, I am Shiva, until she felt like she became Shiva. And when she was finally reached that she is Shiva, this is the realization, the I am. Listen here. Because upon awakening, you realize that there is no other but you. There's only one you, and the one you is all that is. Right? There is no one here else. It's only you. And when she reached that realization, that awakening, he felt there was somebody else. Suddenly he threw himself into duality again and realized there was somebody else in his field. And so he went to see her and dressed himself up. And he was like coming there, like dressed up as somebody else, like an old man. And he's like, who are you? He asked, who are you? And she was like, I am Shiva. And then he was like, uncaping himself. He's like, no, I am Shiva. And then they fell head over heels with each other, because then he saw her for real, for what she was. And he recognized that she was Shakti. And they were so madly in love. And they collaborated on recreating the world again, recreating peace and harmony. But they also made love like crazy bunnies for eons. That's another story. Hope you enjoyed it. What is Death card? Okay, Page of Cups. Again, there's some kind of offering here. Some kind of love offering. Some kind of innocence that is returning. What is the Three of Coins? I think maybe you've been stuck in some kind of bitterness. We got the Eight of Swords. So inability to collaborate, co-create. There's fears here. I think you're reaching the end of these fears, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, because it talks about reciprocity and give and take. And I think you've been a little bit afraid to receive help from others, because this indicates that you need to receive help from others, and you're going to receive help from others, Leo. But there is definitely a need for you to open up further, open up to the realization that you are not your fears, you're not stuck in fear, you're greater than your fears. And these fears are only holding you back when it comes to receiving what it is that's coming in, because there's a major abundance coming in here, and it feels like there's some sort of collaboration with somebody. Let's just see what it is that is coming in. What is your gift from beautiful Leos? There's still a conflict when it comes to these gifts. We might need to go a little bit deeper. Yes. There's a lot of confusion and conflict when it comes to these gifts, my love. You got the Five of Swords, you got the Seven of Swords, and the Two of Swords. So you're still stuck in your mind about this. I believe that this is super scary for you. There's something here. It could be work-related as well. It doesn't have to be love. There's some sort of collaboration that is meant to be. Something is meant to be, but you're fighting it. Let's find out. Why are you fighting it, Leo? Why are you fighting it? Because you don't feel worthy of it. You're still learning to know your worth. And perhaps you're not really trusting in that either. Why are you fighting this? Yeah. Yeah, so this is where you want to go, and this is where you're at. So you have the 5 of Pentacles, and this is the 10 of Pentacles, my loves. This is a double up situation. You just don't feel worthy enough yet. So maybe there's some self-worth that you need to have healed, or talk with yourself, have a conversation with yourself. Because here is like somebody feeling like totally left out in the cold. And then we got generational wealth going on for ages. Could also talk about that this is actually a childhood wound or a generational wound that needs to be healed in order for you to reach that point where you could say yes to this opportunity. What is this opportunity? So, you know, it's always darkest before the dawn, they say, right? And especially when it comes to awakening and when it comes to listening to the heart and softening the heart and going into the heart, you definitely have to meet your demons and face your fears, right? And it's not easy. It's not fun. It's not interesting, but it's necessary, all right? I'm hearing necessary evil, but this is not evil. We got the Lovers card here, so there's a choice of heart, and I think you're going to go with it. Now, this is, as you can see, the Beauty and the Beast. And the Beauty and the Beast, she's not beautiful only because she's beautiful on the outside, but she's beautiful on the inside because she has a compassionate heart. Again, that Christ energy. That goes back to the Hermit card that we were in right before, right? That compassionate energy, but you have to have compassion towards yourself to have some sort of integrity, but also towards whatever demons and monsters that you might face and fear. Because he was ultimately first showing up as a monster, right? He was the one holding her captive, but she understood why he held her captive, because he was hurting. It's very big-hearted of her to understand that. It takes a lot of courage to see that. And I'm not sure everybody wants to, you know? I'm not even sure if I would want to, right? Because, like, you literally have to fall in love with the one that holds you back. So in a sense, you have to fall in love with what holds you back. You have to meet the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 7. You got all the swords here, my love. You have to meet all of this with love. And the question is, can you or will you? And I believe the less harsh you are, the more soft you are in this, the more curious you are, like Shiva, because he was first very harsh. He was cutting her off, killing, slaying deities, not caring about the world, you know, just cutting everybody and everything off. And then when something touched his heart, not his mind, not his third eye, but his heart, then he softened, and then he was curious, and he's like, who is this? Who is this energy in my field? I thought I was the only one able to do this. And he's like, who are you? And she's like, I am you. And he's like, no, I am me. Wait a minute, you are you, and you are me. And there's a meeting and connection there. You understand what I'm saying? Cool. Is there anything else that Leo needs to know? Yes. Because once you accept this gift, it's going to be so beautiful. It's going to be so much reciprocity, harmony, grace, but also a lot of rejoicement and love and celebration. And this might come in unexpected, because first you have to soften your heart, Leo. Yeah, sorry, I'm just laughing. The Tower card, I'm like, yeah, it's coming quickly. Yeah, it's definitely hitting you all of a suddenly. And then, you know, boom, you know, you got to face all these fears, you know, because what do they have to do in order to save themselves? They need to jump. This tower is not working anymore. It's freaking burning, you know. Get out of there. Get out of there and into the heart. Out of control and into the softness. All right, Leo. Is there anything else I need to know? Yeah. And I think also it's a matter of youth healing through creativity. So maybe, you know, express yourself. Again, I'm hearing dancing and drumming and music, you know. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and see. I got the Sacred Space Oracle deck here. This is my self-made Oracle deck that I've created myself by hand. It took me 6 years to live through all these different life lessons, right? And so I really want you to take a look at it if you feel like it resonates. This is a prototype. The actual deck is now available to sign a pledge for. It's a Kickstarter campaign, which means that it's an all or nothing energy, Leo. So if you want one, go ahead and support this channel, support this campaign through this link. And if we reach the full, what do you call it, full funding, then I'll send you one of these. We're gonna print it and we're gonna send it to you. All right, let's go ahead and see. And it's an exclusive thing. It's not gonna be available that much more. So we're just gonna print 250 or 500 copies and that's it. Okay, so let's see. For my Leos, what's the advice? The Sacred Space Oracle deck. I love these cards and I love the cards in general. Beautiful, beautiful Leo. You got actually the first card. That was the reason why I created this deck. It's a prayer for the heart to open. It's called Sacred Space, May You Open. And then we have reciprocity, and then we have the heart space there in the middle too. Also, I feel like there's a womb and heart connection, so there's something there to work on. But Leo, this talks about you opening up your heart in order for you to reciprocate the beauty that you're given. And also the beauty that you give, because you give so much, but the heart needs to be open in order for you to receive it back again. You can't just continue to give and give and give to others, because you're worthy of receiving too, right? Right. Love it. Let's read about it, all right? I feel like we're going to read a Sacred Space just because that fits. And this book comes with medicine, meditation, and mantra. So go ahead and click the link and make a pledge. All right, you guys, I need all the help I can get, and I hope that you enjoy this deck. Medicine. Precious gold, love is what you are. May you open, sacred space keeper of all gold. Make more love with soul, deep into the soils of your heart, where ancient alchemy ignites the spark of who you truly are. I am, right? Meditation. Within you is the everlasting flow of life. Within you is the essence of all existence. You hold the essence of the divine within your being, and all you ever need is to open up and allow yourself to flow. At times there is wisdom in being closed off. At times there is wisdom at being a hidden gem. But this card tells you that now is the time for you to open up yourself. Whatever it is that you carry within your shell is asking to come forth. Crack that wall open and let it flow abundantly. There is true alchemy in allowing the light to grow from the darkest depths of you, because all the gold that you seek lies within your heart. This is a prayer for you to open up and to grow, for you to expand and take up more space. This card asks you to open in order to receive and in order to share yourself. Most importantly, this card knows that you are ready for the answers hidden in the sacred alchemy of your heart and soul. Now the mantra says, I hereby open myself up to the sacred gold that resides within my heart. I allow the alchemy of love to flow through me. So be it and so it is, Leo. Boom. Magic, magic sprinkles. All right, I hope this resonated and helped. Have a beautiful solar eclipse. This is such a beautiful, profound message, and sending you all my prayers. Bye. See you soon.